first for the Thunder. Backcourt is Westbrook and Sefolosha. And in the paint, holding down the pivot, a physical and bruising big man at 6'10". Big Perk, Kendrick Perkins. It's Durant, and it's Ibaka in at the 4 spot. And then for the Los Angeles Lakers, Nash and Bryant in the backcourt. And holding down the middle of Central Michigan University, the skilled and ambidextrous 7-footer, Chris Kaman. Then there's Nick Young, and it's Gasol at the 4.
Serge Ibaka, born and raised in the Republic of Congo. We've had African-born players in the league for decades, but it seems that as the league has reached out to develop talent here, the numbers are increasing in that part of the world.
And here now the Thunder, after the basket by Los Angeles. You know what? Nash against Ibaka. Back to Kaman. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Kaman's got his first points of the game. And going back to Ibaka and growing talent coming from the continent of Africa. Steve, 1 billion people there.
Soccer is still the biggest sport there, but steadily the NBA has made inroads providing courts and equipment and coaching around the continent. So you would expect more and more players to come to the league from Africa.
Bang and Mute and Rashid Fabit. We've got some notable players in the league from there. Bryant. And another basket for the Lakers.
He's got a quick trigger from that range, and he senses that the defense is backed off.
Now let's go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to catch up with head coach Scott Brooks.
I asked him what he'd most like to see from his team today, and he told me we'd really like to keep Pau Gasol on the racks in this one. He went on to explain that Gasol can take over games with his efficiency on the offensive end, and the key to their win will be getting a hand in his face every time. Guys?
All right, Doris. Ibaka, no luck.
You know, one thing with Scott Brooks, guys, he's very consistent with his message. You listen in on those timeouts. It's all about getting stops. Defense, 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 and letting their offense come from that.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And Clark, you mentioned Brooks' single-mindedness stayed pretty constant with his rotations, too.
And there's no doubt players appreciate knowing their role, but you know, a lot of critics have been surprised at how Brooks has stuck to his lineups. Some lineups that didn't seem to be all that effective. You know, his usual starting lineup with Sefolosha and Perkins on the floor hasn't been their best in terms of plus-minus, but Brooks very loyal to his starting group.
Ibaka defended by Gasol. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
It didn't take long for Serge Ibaka to establish himself as one of the best shot blockers in the league. He has impeccable timing, and he's so athletic and tall with long arms, so he's really able to bother offensive players. Ibaka just gives you everything you want out of a hustle player. I mean, he plays tough in your face D, and on offense, he's got no problem banging down low for extra possessions or put back dunks, and he's becoming a little more polished in his face-up game.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in.
You know, with the recent success of Oklahoma City, you forget that in Kevin Durant's first season, they started out going 3-29, and I tell you what, you talk about their success, it's due to the resilience and perseverance and leadership of Kevin Durant and the rest of those guys.
Here's Nash. Following the score by Serge Ibaka. Bryant. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Kobe's got 6.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot. Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot at that time. The whistle blowing. Well, there is a culture of hard work, as Clark is talking about, and the perseverance for this Oklahoma City Thunder organization. Their star players, Steve, get a lot of credit, but it's the whole organization. What do you think?
No question. It's the culture that was set. Scott Brooks has continued to kind of establish that atmosphere in the locker room. And they have players who just want to work and want to get better. And when you have a large group of people all with that same approach, you're going to be very successful.
Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got 3 assists now in this one.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there. It was clearly a mistake by the defense.
Now here's Collison. It's Durant on the wing. Back to Collison. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
You know, it might have been overlooked because of the way Steve Nash has been able to get everybody involved throughout his career, but he became just the 5th player ever to reach the 10K assist mark.
Gets to Hill. Rejected by Collison. It's Durant with the drive. Rebounded by the Lakers. Here's Gasol. Uses both hands to shut down. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very massive defense.
But the finish was anything but sharp.
He hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Young. Blake comes in for Kobe. And it's Farmar in for Steve Nash. And for Nash, with the injuries last season and his role more off the ball, his assists were way down last year.
He passed Magic Johnson on the all-time list, and this season passing Mark Jackson. So with help, who knows? Maybe he can someday catch Jason Kidd.
Levine can't get it to go.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Here's Blake. He's covered by Westbrook. Blake kicks to Farmar. Now the pass to Gasol. Here's Hill. And the jumper from down low is good.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Gasol is screen on Westbrook. Farmar dishes to Blake. And a miss there on the triple. Durant for 3. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And they're scoring pretty well. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
And right from the start, guys, it's apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And the best is good.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
And they're trailing by 8.
You know, offensively last season, guys, the Lakers just never seem to be able to get out of their own way. I mean, they had the worst turnover ratio in the league, and they really struggled to take care of the ball. And even when they got up a shot, a lot of them were questionable shots. And they shot the 3rd most threes in the league, but were in the bottom half of the league in percentage.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, the Thunder are often seen as getting into one another during games in what looks like heated arguments. But that is the culture they want, as every player can hold each other accountable. Coach Scott Brooks described it saying, I'm with them every day. If they have some competitive moments, absolutely. But that's how we work here. We challenge each other. It gets chippy. You can't argue with the results, even if it looks like they are always at each other's throats, guys.
I believe it. Those must make for some good battles for us. Thanks. And going back to the Lakers' offensive troubles last season, the worst free throw percentage, Steve, in the NBA.
And obviously that's attributed directly to Dwight Howard, because the Lakers also led the league in free throw attempts. So Howard was getting hacked. He really couldn't get going. He made about half his free throws for the season. And that just really carried over into the team's performance.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create off.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal, all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
And it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close. He earned that one, took the hit, and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Nick Young's checked in for Johnson. Kobe comes in for Steve Blake. And it's Nash in for Jordan Farmar.
You know, it's interesting. Kobe the last few years has gotten very loose with his opinions. He's not afraid to say it like it is. And I think one of the inflammatory remarks he made that caught a lot of attention was when he mentioned that the Olympic team back in 2012 was better than the 92 Dream Team.
Under trailing by 10. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Lakers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And that was a bold thing to say going back to Kobe. Definitely got the media talking like about you get the feeling he actually believes that they were better.
You know, he might have been right, he might have been wrong. I mean, I think it goes back to the fact that Kobe has no problem saying things that might not be easily received. I'm not sure why anybody is surprised by that. I mean, you don't get to be an elite player without having very high confidence in your ability and your team.
And stolen by Nash. It's the Lakers on the break. Pass to Young for the finish. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk part coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Kobe, that's good.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they're just giving them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
And they get it. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the jam by Nick Young.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
You know, with so many high hopes, the Thunder seem to be everybody's pick to make it to the finals once again. They were so dominant throughout the regular season. Many thought it was a foregone conclusion, but the injury to Russell Westbrook kind of sidetracked all of that.
The drive to the bucket was nice. That's a finger roll finish. Beautiful.
Paul Gasol's checked in for Jordan Hill. And back to the Thunder in the postseason. They did well to get by the Rockets after Westbrook injured his knee. But Steve, they just didn't have the same dynamic punch when they later faced the Grizzlies. Ended up getting bounced out in the second round.
Well, it was a tough matchup for them because the Grizzlies are so good defensively. And when you take Westbrook out of the lineup, all of a sudden it changes everything. I thought Oklahoma City battled, but they just didn't have enough firepower without their point guard.
Out of this world, aerial skills for a guy of his size.
Yeah, but that's what separates him from some of the other point guards around the league. The ability to rise and throw it down.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that spurs them on. Maybe sparks a little bit of a comeback here.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Here's Westbrook. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
He's very savvy in traffic. When he gets inside,
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and please notify me if the silence is too much. Would you like me talking throughout the game? Thank you for watching. And bye-bye.